On the 2nd of August 1937, US President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed the Marijuana Tax Act into law. Though it did not criminalize cannabis directly, it required anyone involved in its production or sale to register and pay a federal tax. This effectively allowed federal and state prosecution, especially since most did not register due to fear of self-incrimination. On a historical note, the law would eventually be struck down in 1969 by the US Supreme Court in Leary versus United States and replaced by the Controlled Substances Act in 1971, which would officially classify marijuana as a Schedule I drug. An Italian Savoia Marchetti S-73 aircraft operated by Ala Littoria crashed shortly after takeoff from Wadi Halfa in Sudan en route to Asmara in Eritrea. So from somewhere like over here-ish to here. Anyway, all 9 people aboard, 6 passengers and 3 crew, were killed. The flight was part of a longer route between Rome and Addis Ababa, reflecting Italy's colonial ambitions in East Africa through their airlines there. Then, as the Second Sino-Japanese War escalated further, Japanese forces bombed both Beijing and Tianjin, continuing their aerial campaign against Chinese cities. This was part of a broader strategy of psychological and infrastructural warfare following Japan's occupation of Tianjin in late July. The average temperature in Beijing, or not in Beijing, in Berlin was 19.6 degrees Celsius, and that's it for the facts today. Now, yesterday I went over basically everything, so today I'm going to make it a bit quick. I'm just going to roll the time. I'm glad to see that our troops have moved a little bit closer, at least physically, like visually they're closer. And then over here in Spain, I do want to check. Oh, Yunnan issues a diplomatic protest. Yunanese envoys have lodged a strong diplomatic protest with our government regarding the presence of our attachés in nations they are currently in military conflict with. They demand an immediate recall of our military attaché. No, we will send them where we please. Will cost us 5 political power. And Yunnan will hate us, but no, we're not gonna fuck with that at all. Anyway, let me see if... it's interesting, because we are attacking from a tile which is in this air zone into a tile which is in this air zone. So, which one is gonna count, you know? Like, people told me in the comments that I should send my airplanes over here, but maybe it makes... maybe it's more logical if they're over here. I don't know. Either way, we are still making pretty steady progress. We're at 6.2 right now. We're barely losing anything, so... Yeah, I do think we're gonna have success in this fight no matter what. The only thing I could see happen is that they keep cycling in new troops or something. They do have 4 units over here on this tile. But I just don't think it's gonna happen. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow.